some trig modelling. And the first part of it, it tells us that this is the migrating birds, and therefore they come and go over the period. And in a 12-month period, the maximum is 2,600 and the minimum is 800. We're also told that that happens at the 3rd and the 9th month. So we need to find the value of A. So the value of A is the amplitude, we can see here. So it's the amount that it increases and decreases. So I actually think the first one here would be to find C, which is the third part of the question. And we should probably find where is that central line that we're using within the model. So if we increase from 2,600 and 800, so 2,600 and 800, and then we divide that by 2, we can see that we get the midpoint there, which is 1,700. So I would say it's probably better to find that one first, and then you can see what is the amplitude above and below. So we're saying between 2,600 and the 1,700, the midpoint, we can now see that the amplitude is 900. So I would say that would probably be the easier order to try and work that out in. And then the last part is to find the B value, which we know is the period of the wave. So the wave clearly happens every 12 months. We can see that. So we do 360 divided by the 12, and that gives me 30. And therefore, this B value is 30. So there are 2 marks for the first one. Okay, and this is for clearly using the knowledge that you're increasing or decreasing here. So there's a method mark and an answer mark. The last one, there's only 1 mark because you're just finding that central point. And then the last one, if you've written this, you'll get 1 mark even if it's incorrect, and then a second mark for your answer. And then we need to find the value of T when the population first reaches 2,200. So now you have your equation. You should type this into your calculator. So 900 times, and then we have sine of 30x plus the C value, which we said was 1,700. And we can graph and see what that looks like. Obviously, we need to change our window, and we should have something set up similar to what we've got on our axis here. So we certainly need to be going as high as 2,600. I'm actually going to go slightly higher just so that it's not on the top of my page. Whoops, 2,700. And we can see there the wave. It's always good to do this first, and then you can even use that to check. So we can check whether our minimum value, for example, is correct. Okay, and then we can see, yep, it is. So that tells us we're pretty confident in our model. Now, in the last part of the question, you were asked to find out when is the first time it reaches above 2,200. So we're going to plot that in the Y value, and then we're going to see when is the first time that happens. So trace, and we're looking for the intersection. We need to go across and find the intersection on that side, and we can see that the first time that happens is at around 1.12 months. So here we would have 1.12 months to 3 significant figures, and your working out there could literally be, in fact, you can just draw it on the same graph, but 2,200 and showing that you found that intersection. And that would be enough in terms of your method mark, and then you would also have your working mark as well.